Welcome or welcome back to Practical Notions Tarot. My name is Jess, your most humble host, and I'm back. I'm back with another pick a card reading. #Tarot Monday. By the time you watch this, you will experience your weekend, and I hope it was wonderful. To those who celebrate Easter, yes, he has risen. Yes, I hope it was wonderful, and I hope you were able to connect deeply with your source code. Yes, however you may see that source code. Yes, and so today's topic is, drum roll please, it's how do your coworkers view you now? Yeah, now the workplace reading. I seem to get higher view counts for this type of reading. Anything really to have to do with the workplace, especially the boss and the coworkers. But today we're breaking it down on the coworkers. Okay, so pile 1, you got the rebel. Pile 2, you got the teacher. And pile 3, you got the nature child. So I'm going to give you a moment to decide your pile. And while I do that, I'm going to ring the bell for my spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors. So if you are sensitive to loud noises, please cover your ears for your safety. Here we go. All right, I'm going to light some Palo Santo to welcome in the good, calm energy of our ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels, the positive ones that really want to help us cross over from one timeline to the other. And I say this because a lot of us are in the middle of a timeline situation. The old has closed the door on us, and we're moving into the new. So if you feel like something is feeling a little bit raggedy and uneven, unhinged a little bit in your life, this is the reason why you are indeed crossing over from one timeline into the next. Let me light that again, because I see a lot of black soot here. Tell you, you are indeed crossing over from one timeline to the next, and somebody doesn't even want me to tell you that. I almost bit my tongue. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors. One of good light, one that's going to help us get there. The ones. Okay. So I feel like you got a big crew. Yes, you do. All right. So I will see you on the other side. Hey, pile 1. Thank you for joining me on the other side. Okay, so how do your coworkers view you now? It looks like the way they view you now is that I hate to say this, but you know, it's gonna be a positive. Hold on, and don't ever give up. This is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that you lack perspective right now. You're living a life in excess. You're a little bit impatient, causing discord, imbalance here. You're antagonizing people. This is what they're saying. This is how they're viewing you now. And you're self-indulgent, Jupiter and Sag. You want to get somewhere fast, and you don't care how it makes other people's how it makes other people feel. You don't care what has to come down in order for you to get to your goals. This is what they're saying, but you're heading toward a victory. What they don't know is that you're heading toward a victory. You're going to be recognized in a major way here. Leo Jupiter energy here in a major way, because you know Jupiter expands anything it touches. Yes, you're going to have success here. Here shortly. This is why I'm mentioning the timelines. You're going to have great pride of achievement, confidence boost, and you're going to hit a major milestone. And I really feel like whatever you've been working on to make you want to rebel out on this situation, challenges authority, the effect of social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve your inner needs, whatever made you rebel out and wild out to cause this temperance in the reverse, you're going to get the victory for it. It may not make sense right now, but some of you had to shake the table in order to reclaim your power. This is what I'm saying. You're getting a confidence boost. And it's followed by Venus in the first house, Aries. You're reclaiming yourself here. You're becoming magnetic, oozing charm, loving, beautiful face, loves admiration, romantic inclinations, likable. Yeah, you're becoming more likable after this tower moment for the the shakeup from you leaving one timeline to the next here. And it looks like you're almost about to cross over because you got the victory here. Yeah, and self-indulgent again. Yeah. So as they're looking at it as your coworkers now, how they view you now, they thought it was a very negative thing that you're not being a team player. Spirit is saying you're being a team player with me. You're co-creating with me. I asked you to leave that place a long time ago. Did you hear me? Because if you did, this is what's coming forth now after the fall. You hear me? So if you did listen, and I think I said this in another video too about tower moments causing tower moments, and I think it was for this pile one. But I'm telling you, you're close to that next timeline. You had to leave a timeline, and it may have been like very erratic, like Aquarius type of energy. But I'm telling you, it was for good reason, because you're coming into your success, your 6 of Wands, your congratulational period here. Congratulatory period here. This is what Spirit is saying. You're seeking comfort, fashionable, persuasive, harmonious. Yeah, you're becoming harmonious again. And you know the Temperance upright is harmonious. Yeah, things are in balance, you know, so you're coming into your money tree right here. Dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired. Enjoy your wealth. I'm hearing money trees by Kendrick Lamar. You know, look that up. Money Trees by Kendrick Lamar. I think I may pin it in the post for this video here. Okay, your magnetic charm draws people, but constantly seeking pleasure. Attention and appreciation from others is draining. Look also for fulfillment within. So when you actually for real hit this next timeline, you're gonna see people from your past, your former co-workers, wanting to get closer to you because they want to know your secret sauce. And Spirit is saying you need to have boundaries here. Yeah, because they want to know your secret sauce of how you made that happen. But I'm telling you, it's because you rebelled. You saw this is what you were rebelling against. You were rejecting legitimate people who appeared as legitimate authority out of anger. Ooh, excuse me, confirmation. People that were appearing as legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of out of peer pressure or fashion, they wanted you to conform to peer pressure here. So they were trying to project themselves as a real authority in your life, and you rebelled out. And now you said, hey, I'm challenging whatever this is, this legitimate authority, and made you mad because you were being peer pressured to stay in conformity. And this can be from some kind of a religious institution. This could be from a work situation, like I'm saying, like we're going over now. How do your coworkers view you now? You rebelled against this company, the system of things that they were doing. Maybe their mission and vision statement weren't matching the clientele, the patients, the business that they were bringing in. Maybe they wanted, if we're talking about the food industry, maybe they were getting kind of weird sourced food or something. Maybe they were growing stuff in labs, and you were like, what the heck? You're not picking this out of the garden. You're growing it in a lab. So you rebelled out, and you challenged authorities to affect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve your inner needs. Yeah, you felt like something was off and wrong about this place. And what else, Spirit? Yeah, 6 of Wands again. I'm telling you, if you did as Spirit encouraged you to do, and it didn't make sense at first, you were kind of like, what the heck? I'm just tired of these people. I just want to be out of here. Spirit said you did the right thing by leaving that place, because now you're going to head towards victory. You got it twice here. Success, victory, triumph, rewards, recognition, praise, acclaim, pride. Yeah, you're going to get the victory here. Your confidence will be boosted, and you will be confirmed for what you were feeling before, before when you had to leave a place or a situation here. Spirit is giving you confirmation. Yes. 10 of Cups, happiness, homecomings, fulfillment, emotional stability, security, domestic harmony. This is what I'm saying. If you did leave a job like you were instructed, but it didn't really make sense, and you didn't really have a backup plan, or you may have had somewhat of a backup plan, like someone, for instance, that works 2 or 3 jobs. You may have just left that major job you had that was really putting a chunk knocking a chunk out of your expenses. You may have left that one to rely on the one that's not as potent as the first one, but Spirit is keeping you there for a reason with the less potent one, so you can cross the bridge with something they're giving you to work on. You could be working on a project here. Ooh, yeah. Oh, this fell out in the, yeah. And Spirit is saying, Spirit is acknowledging you don't have the support that you thought you had. Four of Wands here with that first company or whatever you were told to leave, that institution. You lack support with that place. Instability, feelings of being unwelcome in that company. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, so maybe your coworkers weren't very nice to you here. This is why I'm seeing peer pressure here. What? Okay, this is starting to make sense. Okay, transience, lack of roots, home conflict. Yeah, you didn't feel rooted. You didn't acclimate or I'm saying acclimate. That's the word God is giving me. Spirit is giving me. Acclimate. And the fact that I said God, because I usually don't say that word, this feels like an institution, a religious institution of some sort, that you didn't acclimate, you didn't quite integrate. Yeah, that's another word too. You didn't quite integrate into this this community here. But Spirit is saying that love is coming for you. Unions, partnerships, relationships that make sense, that are in right alignment with where you're going here. Choices, romance, balance, unity. You're coming into a time where you're going to be balanced here, and you're not going to settle for less. This is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, okay. And what else, Spirit? Ooh, another Leo type of energy, courageous heart here. Open your heart to new experiences and challenges. Allow love and courage to guide you. Strength, passion, and fearlessness. Yeah, you're moving fearlessly from one timeline to the next. And if you feel like, oh, nothing is moving really, it is. Because just the simple fact that you heard the voice of Spirit, that still small voice, and move accordingly. It didn't make sense at the time, but you had to do it. There were too many signs that were leading up to you needing to leave for your safety. Yeah. Okay, and what else, Spirit? Ooh, you're getting inner peace. Yeah, I see it. I see it all over. Yeah, calm and tranquility. And this is what I'm saying. After you hit the next timeline, that's the temperance will be upright here. And this is what it is. Tranquility is temperance. So you're going to be in inner peace here, calm and tranquility. Let go of stress and control, forgiveness, simplify your life. If you have redundant expenses or things you don't know why you're paying for, but you're paying for it, it's time to let that stuff go. Take inventory of what you no longer need, because you won't no longer need it in this next timeline. Accept what you cannot change. And you couldn't change those people at that other job. You just couldn't do it because they didn't see anything wrong with themselves. This is what Spirit is saying. They didn't see anything wrong with themselves to have you in, to peer pressure you into doing stuff you didn't want to do. Look at this dog close up. That kind of looks like a lion, doesn't it? Pleasure with a close friend. Look at that. I really feel like not all the people that you worked with here viewed you as lacking perspective, impatient, causing discord, or an antagonist here. Not everyone viewed you like that. And I think that you may have found a friend in that group of people that agreed with you. Things needed to change. So you changed it. You were that rebel and shook up the place and left. And what you did find is a close friend out of that group of people here that you're still in contact with, or still want to be in contact with. And Spirit is saying that's a good idea. Keep being in contact with that person, because they're there to help you along the way too. And if it's not for anything, it's to provide emotional support where you lacked it here from that workplace here. All right. So if this resonates with you, pile one, hey, please like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to create or design a life that makes sense to you, because that is the only way you'll be happy. And I know you want to be happy. All right, then, take care. Pile 2, how are you, lovelies? How are you? All right, let me Palo Santo. Rootaroo. I'm sorry, Rootaroo. Why I say Palo Santo? Maybe my answer is like, you should burn some of that Palo Santo. But we're going to keep it moving here because we did that in the very beginning. So we're going to do Rootaroo right now. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay, so how do your coworkers view you now? How do your coworkers view you now? Oh, my spirit. Oh, they said, please burn that Palo Santo. I'm sorry. They won't let me move forward until I burn the Palo Santo. Okay. I don't know why. Do you have evil eye on you? I think for you all, Pile 2, please cleanse. Because you got some monitoring spirits around here that really want what you have. Okay, you got some monitoring spirits that really, really want what you have. They want to possess the knowledge bowl that you have. Wherever you're getting your information, they're trying to figure it out so they can take it for themselves. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you have someone in your energy is manipulating and abusive to the people that they're serving here. They're teaching negative traits and destructive skill sets. Okay, so be mindful of those people. You may be running into them here shortly, or if you're not already have ran into them. And it's caused you to make some different choices here about how you move. Something you experienced that left a bad taste in your mouth here. But you're moving into a celebratory union here. This is what Spirit is saying. You're going to get community supports. United with a lover returns. Why am I hearing great returns? You're getting a great return. So if you've done your taxes, that tells me that you may be coming into a great return, something you did not expect. Okay. And I also feel like with the the return of a lover is someone that actually has matured in their life. But if you see the same traits that's coming out, this person that returned, because we're out of the retrograde energy here. This could be a positive sign. But just be mindful that we are in the shadow period. So this is why Spirit is saying, if you see this an energy of manipulating or abusive energy, please be mindful, because we're still in the shadow period. If you still see it, then it's highly recommended to not let that level return. Yeah, it's time to just keep it pushing. Homecoming, party, celebration, and a wedding. Okay, so some of you may have been coming or going to a wedding here to celebrate. Yeah, a lot of celebrations around you. This is what I'm hearing. This is how your coworkers view you now, that you're actually out there. You're doing your thing. You're out here visiting people. You're moving from wedding celebrations. You're doing all these things, and you're welcoming old lovers. Maybe they sing you out with somebody. I don't know. But they definitely see that you're getting community support for whatever you're doing here now with your time away from, either you're still with this company, you may have taken some vacay, some PTO, or you may have just separated altogether. And they see that you're actually doing the dang thing. This is what I'm hearing, because you're being a resourceful creator here. Your willpower. Yeah, so I'm sensing some people who have separated from this company because they see the willpower you are wielding here. You have become a major influencer here, master manifester. They are inspired by your action plan, whatever you're doing, your blueprint, your pink print, your green print. Any print you're putting out there, they're inspired by it. That's why Spirit and my ancestors were encouraging me to light the Palo Santo. I normally spray Rootaroo between sessions, but they were like, no, you need to burn some Palo Santo, because you got a lot of monitoring spirits here, because they're inspired by your action plan. And you know what that means? They're trying to destiny swap. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get what you got. Yeah. So they see that whatever you're working on is causing you to have major concentration. You have to really be focused on it, because it's going to bring you more resources for you to be able to do what you're about to do here. I mean, you're very intelligent here, Pile 2. Got Mercury and Gemini energy here, and Aries and Venus. So you're definitely taking up the reign, and you're like, I'm going to create something that's going to be useful for all of us. It's not going to just be about one person. It's not going to just be about this company that I'm with. I want to do something different to create stability, not only for myself, but for the people who want stability as well. Maybe you've been put in situations where you had to train, because that is similar to a teacher here, Pile 2, where you had to train onboarding staff, and you knew that there was a lot of deficiencies in the training itself, and you wanted to give them more advice, but you wanted to stick to the script, because this is this is what they're paying you for, to teach them about that particular company, but you knew intuitively that this is not the business. So you're using your ability to communicate knowledge and experience and skill or wisdom to teach something that just can't come from that company that you're with. And this is how your coworkers are viewing you, that you know more than what this company is actually giving. Is beyond this company. This is what I'm saying. So I really feel like you probably branched off so you can go and teach a skill set or some attributes that will help people decide a better choice in job. Because I really feel like it's not the fact that the people are lousy that come into this company. It's the fact that the training lacks a lot of substance, and it's going to really be a deterrent to actually helping the people, the clientele, the patients, or whatever have you, be successful, because there's nothing sustainable here. When I see teachers, I'm hearing sustainability. Yeah, like that 4 and 22 energy here, because you got the 4 of Wands, sustainability here. Yeah, this is what I'm hearing. It's just not sustainable, whatever company you were in or you're still in. And maybe that's probably why you took some PTO, so you can go and reflect. So maybe during this retrograde, you've taken a lot of time off so you can kind of see what is happening here, because something is not right. And you got Saturn in the 11th house, Aquarius. I know, didn't I say that? You know something is inherently wrong with this. Liberator of society. So you're kind of similar to Pile 1, rebelling. Yeah, you were like, hold up, the peer pressure and the nonsense and the fake authority is not right for me. So I'm gonna rebel out here. A rebel with a cause. This is what I'm saying. Against the grain, questions authority. Yes, outlier, high hopes. Yeah, you may want to go back and review Pile 1. Long-term goals, new ideas, avant-garde, trendsetter. Find it hard to loosen up around others. And this is why, because you knew some fakeness was in the mix here. Some people are just doing this job because it's a job to do, and they don't even really need the job. This is what I'm hearing. But you know, since they have that clout, they have the reach, the access, what do you call that? Someone who has they're connected. They're highly connected, so they step into positions. And I hate to say it, you know, what's going on in the U.S. current situation here with its political administration, how they have the access because of who they are. They may be in a financial standing to where they can pay their way into things that they normally would not be able to have access to. So this is what I'm feeling from this energy, that people that shouldn't be in leadership in this place is in leadership because they have the access to capital that allowed them to be in such a position, but they don't have the sustainability or the knowledge to actually really cement this position into a thriving position here. And it says seeing things differently and being unattached to being normal helps you bravely share ideas that sends ripples through society and enacting positive change. And you see this too. So I really feel like you broke away from something or someone or company. I really feel like it's not really an institution here. It could be a religious institution. I'm saying it's an institution, but not really so much religion here. This is what I'm feeling. you see something that's not right, something that's really for the system, like human resources, or or just working with people, like in a service position, like doctors, therapists. You see a system that's not working, or it's not, there's not enough people to serve it, like BetterHelp or something. I think the reason why they broke off from the traditional sense of therapy is because there were so many people that couldn't afford therapy at the rate that it was being offered, or, advertised, or they just didn't have enough time. In this society, we need time more than anything. Almost the 24 hours is not even a 24 hours anymore, because you're so busy, because the prices have gone up. Things are just we're hitting a new timeline. And if you stuck around for the intro, I'm telling you, a lot of us are leaving one timeline to the next, and we're in that in between. So yeah, you are heading into fast changes, pile 2. Things happen suddenly in a short period in a hurry. Take bold steps forward. Spirit is saying, don't look back at that old timeline, because it's no longer there. It crumbled after you step foot out of it. It already crumbled. So there's nothing to go back to. It's like that parable in the Bible, how the town was being shut down from sexual inappropriateness, or sexual liberties, and the wife turned around and turned into a pillar of salt, because she's wanting that old life back. She's wanting to be back there. But spirit was like, no ma'am, if you're not moving forward, you just won't cease to move. Okay. Ooh, that sounds kind of like a threat. Oh my goodness. I hope not, Spirit. They're telling you, look, we've helped you along the way. We have. But if you keep going back, looking back at that old timeline, you're not going to have the life that you really desire. You're not going to have it. It's going to be totally a wash. Yeah, you're going to be facing the karma of that old timeline, because that old timeline is facing a lot of karma. If you look on your social feeds, what do you see a lot? Farmers crying everywhere because they don't have the funds, the government funds, because they've been frozen or reduced so to the extreme to where they can't even hire staff. People are being given 10 jobs for one person, and they risk of hurting themselves or another person. So Spirit is saying, do not look back at that old timeline. Move forward, because I gave you things to do. This is so similar to pile 1. Okay. Ooh, okay. So you may not fare well. You may be in a different economy than that other place. I'm telling you, don't look back, because Spirit is saying you got the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, confident, self-assured, passionate, determined, social, charismatic, vivacious. Ooh, little sexy thing you. I'm telling you, optimistic. Yeah, you sexy thing. That's... yeah, this is what I'm hearing. Who sing that song? I ought to write that down so I can pin that to the post. Okay, and so you got Temperance here, and pile 1 in their very beginning, they had Temperance in reverse. So look at that. I'm telling you, pile 1 probably is a prerequisite to this pile. Balance, peace, patience, moderation, calm, tranquility, harmony, serenity here. I'm telling you, you're coming into your peaceful days, your soft girl or soft guy life. This is what I'm hearing. You coming into a soft girl or a soft guy life. Look at that. Look at God. Look at God. And I said that in pile 1 too. Look at that. Okay, so Spirit gave me 2 cards with this one. So you got a little extra here. Spirit wants to say. Okay, sacrifice, waiting, uncertainty, the Hangman. Yeah, and these are all 3 major arcana. Okay, sacrifice, waiting, uncertainty, lack of direction, perspective, contemplation. And I really feel like the reason why these kind of came out together, because it felt like you were in a holding pattern here on pile 1. So you're still gaining your direction, but Spirit is saying you need to move still. I don't care if you don't really know exactly where you're moving to. I'm giving you that push to move forward. You'll be taken care of in the meantime and in between time, because I need you to keep moving forward here, because there's you're heading toward a situation to where you're going to be transforming into this new timeline. You're being acclimated to this new timeline here that we're coming into. This is how your coworkers view you, is that you left something, I don't want to say in haste, but you just kind of left something and you didn't really know your direction or where you're going. It's like they were asking you questions, but they don't really, it wasn't very clear about how you were explaining it, because you didn't really know, you didn't have all the answers with the hangman here. But with the lovers, why I keep pointing, they didn't want you to go. This is what I'm hearing. They didn't want you to go because you have a lot of coworkers in you had, or maybe I'm saying you had. I think you left this job. I really think you did, because you had a lot of people that really loved you being around. You made the perfect coworker, perfect partnership here. It's like the perfect relationship. Like they enjoyed coming to work when they knew that you were coming. What? But you have more choices. I kind of feel like they kind of had a crush on you too. Like they felt like you would make more sense as a romantic partner as well. You gave them balance and unity in this place. Like it was so, wherever you left, it was a buzzkill. This is what I'm hearing. It was a terrible, terrible place to be. This is what I'm hearing. So yeah. You had a lot of coworkers that really miss you here. They do miss you so much. You were the lullaby league. What? You balance each other out. Balance and harmony are essential for you. Embrace peace and joy in your life by doing things you love. Gentleness, nurturing, rejuvenation. Yeah, I really feel like you taught these coworkers something that was of value, that actually transcended beyond. Didn't I say transcends? Where did I see that at? I thought I saw transient somewhere. I don't know. Check out pile 1 too. Because Spirit is saying check out pile 1, but you muted transients up beyond this place. You have something that, yeah, this company they don't have what you have. Therefore, they can't teach you this in training for you to go and onboard another person here. Yeah, because they just don't have it. It's like they only have a certain amount of a certain amount of knowledge, but beyond that, they don't have it. They can't grow things like you can. They're not as fertile as you are. Your mind is super fertile here, Pile 232. Could be a life path 5, could be a life path 3 too. Yeah, 21 here could be a life path 3. You definitely know how to communicate very well, and you work well with people, because I see two here twice. And then you're in a league of your own. This is what I'm saying. 1, new life is forming. Prepare for joy of creation, forming body, forming healthy minds. Oh, what am I saying? Healthy mind and body. I think you're forming a new healthy mind and body here after you left this place. Ooh, do you see that spiritual awakening? You're awakening people everywhere you go, expanding spiritual growth, trust, inner guidance, higher calling, inner stillness, self-reflection, high vibes. Yeah, honor your cycles that you're in, increase in creativity. Yeah, Spirit is saying honor the cycle that you're in, because you're onto something. You didn't leave this place in a way to where it will cause a negative conflict. I really feel like if you did leave, you did resign, you did give a 2 weeks or whatever they were asking for if you were in a higher position, because sometimes higher positions require, especially if you're onboarding and stuff, you may have been like a leader or something or close to it. They may require you to do something. Ooh, confirmation. They may have required you to put in more of a resignation, maybe a month, 30 days, 60 days, maybe 90 days. Yeah, so you left it right. So you didn't burn bridges there, but I'm telling you, you can't go back, because that timeline is not there anymore. It's not that the job's not there. It's just you're not in that timeline anymore. This is what Spirit is saying. Oh yeah, you had to cut access to those people, disappointment in affairs, to that job. You had to cut access. So that timeline is no longer there. This is what Spirit is saying. The job is still there. It may appear that everything is still okay in that timeline, but you're not in that timeline. This is what Spirit is saying. So please, if you're thinking about like, oh, this is too much for me, I can't make my expenses, I can't do, that timeline is no longer there for you. The job is there, but it's in a different timeline. So it won't make sense if you go back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hopefully you do. So if this resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely check out Pile 1. I think it has a lot of nuggets for you there on how your coworkers view you. They see you, but you're not on the same timeline anymore. Do you get that? I hope you do, because you came into a spiritual awakening. You're not on the same timeline of those coworkers anymore. This is what Spirit is saying. All right, so continue to create or design a life that makes sense to you, because that's the only way you'll be happy. All right then, thank you, and I'll check you out in the next Pick a Card reading. Take care. Hey, Pile 3, welcome to the other side. Okay, how do your coworkers view you now? Okay, looks like you're definitely you're walking your masculine energy here. You're making things happen quickly. You're gaining momentum, swift progress, alignment. You're communicating things very well and very swiftly here, fast. Things take off. You got movement. You got air travel here. You could be one of the air signs, the lucky air signs, and you also could be a Sagittarius, because Sagittarius love that fast travel. I'm telling you. But this is more of a mercurial type of energy. Your thoughts are lightning speed fast. Something that you're creating is taking off like wildfire here. Because you got the 3 of Cups. You're celebrating this energy here, something that you're nurturing, and it's another mercurial energy here. You're nurturing something that's bringing people together, social gatherings, friendship, parties, good times, reunions. You're collaborating with your artistic pursuits. So you may be guest hosting on things. I'm hearing content creators here. I'm hearing, and I know this is my spiritual pile. When I'm seeing the Sagittarius energy here, I'm sensing philosophers here. So you may be a teacher of some kind. You may be moving into philosophical views here, teaching that type of energy. That was in pile 2. But I did not quite say the philosophical, but I'm just saying practical things on the job here, for pile 2. But here I see you're teaching philosophical, topics and tips and tricks of how to, mature here, how to balance your energy with the, child nature here, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. This is more spiritual. This is my spiritual pile, the mediums, the readers, the psychics, people who deal with divination. Yes. People who deal with beyond the veil type of energy. Oh, shout out to Adina. Yeah. That's her channel. Check her out. She's awesome. So yeah, people who deal with things that are beyond this reality here. Yeah, you noticed that there was just a lot of abuse here with the former place you were with, abusing all types of people, animals, people in the environment. Maybe they weren't being safe with their business practices, like throwing throwing away chemicals in an inappropriate way, like down the drain, getting things clogging up, dumping things in rivers, and just messing up the environment here. You could wear braids here. I'm seeing someone that maybe a black woman, or Afrocentric type of woman. Oh, and I'm even seeing it here too with the afros. Yeah, it could be someone that's of a different, maybe black, Hispanic, Afro-Hispanic here. I don't know why Spirit pointed me to that. But you're picking up your proverbial cross, as we're saying, because I am reading this over Easter weekend, and you're carrying it to the next to the other side, the other timeline. And here it says Mars in the 12th house, Pisces, I believe. How they see you now is that you're almost in the energy of avoiding them. I hate to say that. It's because, like I said in pile 2, you see them, but they're not on the same timeline as you are. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit. They're not on the same timeline. So they can see you, they can still interact with you, but you're not on the same timeline as they are. But I'm feeling there's one particular one that's actually crossing over into your timeline, though, a masculine energy here, because I'm seeing it to the right. Both of them are to the right. So the right is the masculine side, the left is the feminine side. Someone has noticed that what you're saying here, what you've been saying here about communicating with nature spirits, that whatever you've been communicating spiritually, downloading spiritually and communicating with this person, they see it too. They feel it too. And they're actually leaving that place as well. Lack self-confidence, highest feelings, represses rage, bullied. Yeah, and I really feel like this person was bullied too, like you were. And I think that was in pile 1, peer pressure, negative peer pressure from the higher ups, the lack of authority, the fake authority. They were being peer pressured there. So you may want to check out pile 1 as well. Yeah, feels defeated, expresses anger non-verbally, stymied, passive aggressive, avoids conflict, and this person just wants, and you see how he has his back turned to us. I really feel like there's a lot of betrayal going on in that place. It's like a target on your back. This is what I'm feeling. It's hard for you to believe you can accomplish great things. Allow encouragement from others, which will bolster your confidence and help you meet your goals. And so this person is may have, they're getting ready to cross that new reality too. Whoever you were with, whoever you made the most impact in your workplace here, the coworker, everybody has one. There is one particular coworker that noticed what you were saying when you were talking about different modalities of nature and life, and how you view God, even because, like I'm saying, I'm recording this on actually a Saturday, Saturday. That has to do with the organizing and putting things together and being on that strict schedule about getting things done. The daddy of the zodiac, Daddy Saturn here. But you also got Mars. Mars is like action packed, whatever you want, action packed. I'm hearing action packed. You know how you go watch like the previews of the movies where it's giving you the trailer, you have that deep voice, action packed, and it's like giving you a synopsis of what's going on, this coming, of this action figure that's coming, G.I. Joe or G.I. Jane. Yeah, it's like something is as like on the intercom announcing your arrival. This is what I'm hearing. This is what. Does that make any sense, y'all? I hope it makes sense, because the way I'm seeing it in my mind's eye is hilarious. It's like you got somebody announcing your arrival to the next timeline here, and it's gonna be a huge celebration. Kick off the party activities and have a great time. Plan for a joyful future. So I really feel like for you all, yeah, you crossed the timeline and someone is announcing your arrival, and I really feel like that is hilarious. They see you coming. It's like the spirit people, the spirit nature sees you coming. The animals, the trees, everybody sees you coming, and they're announcing your arrival, and you're just gonna have a party. Yeah. I don't know if you went to another job that caused you to have to. That is so crazy. Okay, so you're not celebrating with this old group anymore because you left, because there's a lot of gossip, scandal, excess. That's what I'm saying. I really feel like they were doing something with the chemicals or something. They were pouring it somewhere they didn't have any business. It caused you a lot of isolation. So you probably could have been isolated in an that's an apartment. What the heck? Okay, so I'm feeling a lot of people who do what I do. Like they go on visits to see patients, and to make sure they're okay, sit with them. If they need anything, you probably do what I do, or you probably do it on a larger scale with many people that live in this one place, like a community living home. Loneliness, solitude, and balanced social life. Yeah, I really feel like this job took away a lot of things that kept you from nature. Like you probably had to sleep on a different schedule because you had to be at work at night. And I'm feeling a lot of night shifters here. People who do divination at night, maybe, and you need to get your rest in the day or something. I don't know. Something like that. And it's a page of swords here. Scatterbrain, cynical, sarcastic, gossipy. Another gossip. So you probably left a place that was so super gossipy, insulting your intelligence. What? rude, poor plant. Ooh, girl or guy. Okay, I'm telling you, check out pile one. They had some vicious people in higher up spaces that were just not qualified for the job. Even in pile two, it talked about onboarding and training people with a teacher. So you probably can only teach what they would give you to teach, but these people didn't have any business being in this position. What? How do your coworkers view you? That's insane. Okay, what else, Spirit? But look, you're coming into your 10 of Cups. So yeah, you notice all of this raggedy mess in this place and how people were being bullied for no reason. And I'm feeling it's a masculine energy that was being bullied for no reason. A masculine energy, you could be a woman that leads with their masculine energy. This is what I'm saying. I feel a lot of masculine energy, man or woman. You could be a go-getter, but you're very much a woman, a sexy one too. Yeah, definitely. Because when I'm seeing this, look at that thigh sticking out like that in a nice heel. Yeah, look at those chiseled arms. I mean, you could really be a very nice, athletic looking person here, man or woman. But they were like really trying to bring you down in some kind of way. They were scatterbraining you, cynical. Yeah, a lot of gossip and scandal. Yeah, I'm hearing people monitoring spirits. Oh my goodness, I forgot to spray this. Didn't I say that? Spirit said, hit that Palo Santo. Hit it, baby, hit it. Okay. People wanting to hit your cakes, hit it. I'm hearing hit it. They wanted to have a scandalous affair with you. This is how do your coworkers view you? Somebody in that workplace wanted to have a scandalous affair with you. Yeah. And it could be same sex. It could be yeah, it could be man to woman, same sex, you know. Yeah, so yeah, you left that place and now you're coming into your happy period. Homecoming, fulfillment, stability, emotional stability. Yeah, you're getting your emotional maturity back, your emotional stability, your emotional intelligence back, because whatever they had going on here, it was definitely not child divine here. It wasn't keeping you in touch with your spirit man, your spirit selves, your spirit animals, your spirit guides, your spirit what is it? Your spirit animals, your spirit guides, your spiritual team, your ancestors. It was causing you to feel some kind of way. So you had to walk away. Yeah, you abandoned this job, walking away, letting go, searching for truth, leaving something behind. You left that timeline behind because it was reckless and crazy over there. Yeah, this is how your coworkers are viewing you. They don't even have access to you anymore. Yeah, because of this mess right here, 3 of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. They don't even have access to you anymore. Yeah, a lot of them don't. You probably blocked them because they were being raggedy. Ooh, Witch's Castle. It's time to face your conflicts or enemies directly. Confront what has been holding you back. Challenge ahead, breakthrough inner strength. 23. You've changed. You're changing the game here. You all pile 3. What? Which I always expect, because you're the divination group, really. You go up high so you can collect what you need down low here. And I really feel like whatever you found up there, you were like, hell to the no. Let me go ahead and walk away, because there's no reform in this place. Even if I tried, I couldn't. Nothing is matching the vision statement. The vision for the place is not matching. You looking around like, this is not what I signed up for. Yeah, and you're hitting an energy of creativity here. And spirit want me to give you another one too. This is just in the crook of my hand. In emotional healing. Creativity, evolving creative ideas, inspiration, or flourishing. Express freely, playful, curious. Let go of perfection, limitless. Yeah, you're coming into a time of creativity, because whatever you were experiencing, it was hard for you to connect with your spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors and spirit animals. Like for me, I'm a metal monkey in Chinese astrology. I really feel like a job was messing with my intelligence. I'm telling you. So I totally get you here with that Page of Swords in reverse, scatterbrained. Yeah, insulting your intelligence. And these gossipy, weird people, yeah, you had to go. I'm telling you, you had to go. Emotional healing, 13. That reduces to a 4 here. Old wounds healing, release emotional baggage. And that's what you did. That's why you're coming into your 10 of Cups here. And you walked away from whatever that was, that crazy place that you were in. Seek support, self-compassion, focus on present. And I really feel like the main reason why you were like, you prompted to leave, because you heard that still small voice, which I heard in pile 1. But you sought support somewhere, and that support was like, yeah, this whatever you're doing is not giving. It's not giving at all. So it's whatever you put forth in this place, it's not going to actually yield any fruit, because these people are being hired in and told to do something, onboarding in a way that's not going to be beneficial to them or you or to the client you serve. So yeah, and that could be a customer service role too. Like, even if you're in a fast food, I mean, if they're pouring chemicals or doing something weird with the way that they eliminate or dispose of waste, that's no good. That's no good, because that's no good for the whole environment. Or if they're just giving you like substandard food, if it tastes like plastic, well, how is that even gonna even make sense? People are not gonna want to buy it after a while, because a rumor will spread with all this gossip and energy that the food is terrible. So yeah, they may end up closing because they don't have good food. I mean, I'm just being practical. You know, I'm a practical reader, but that's the way I see it. You know, so yeah. If this resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to continue to create a life or design a life that makes sense to you, because that's the only way you'll be happy. And pile 3, you already know you got it going on with that leg sticking out like that. Look at that. Look at that. You already know you got it going on. So definitely leave these people behind. And I really feel like you did, because you're in your masculine energy here. So you moved on swiftly here. You only got time for all this mess. And I'm congratulating you, because you saw it for what it was. Yeah. All right. This concludes your #Tarot Monday. And again, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it every single week, every single week. And yeah, you already know I'm working on something big for you all. So stay tuned. All right. Thank you. And you take care.